Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Today I'm reviewing a cigar that is really the talk of the internet. I keep seeing people, it's almost a cult following of this cigar. The La Imperiosa, and this is the Robusto 4.5 by 52. Now, this is basically, or it is, the same cigar as the La Calaveras 2014, which I reviewed in November of 2014, I believe it was, and did very good. Yes, November 2nd, 2014, and it made one of my top cigars of the year, scored a 93. So it's the same blend as that cigar. So basically what we're doing is re-reviewing this cigar. Now, I'm simply reviewing it today because I do see so much talk about it on the internet. Hey, let's see if it does, if they did use the exact same ingredients. The only difference is this cigar, this size, which they call the Magicos. I'm not sure. 4.5 by 52. That's what we have here. The Magicos. The other one I reviewed in 2014 was 5 by 50. This is 4.5 by 52. So it's about the same. A little fatter, a little shorter. The blend, in case you need to be reminded of that, is still the Ecuadorian Habano Oscuro wrapper. Obviously, it's an Oscuro wrapper. It's dark. It's not Maduro. It's Oscuro. And the filler and the binder is Nicaraguan. And this is a permanent edition. Before the La Calaveras was a special cigar, but they just took the same blend and created it to a full-time run of this cigar. Crown Heads decided to do that because it was so popular. So there is the density shot, and as you can see, it's very well made, very dark, very short and fat, and actually has a good feel in the hand for a 4.5 inch cigar. So let's get right to it. The La Imperiosa Magicos. Okay, I must say I do not know how to pronounce this, the actual name of this Vitola. It's either Magico or Magico. Regardless, 4.5 by 52. Somebody can write in. Good draw, good draw. I like that draw. It's got just a touch of firmness to it. Nice. Somebody can write in and tell me how to say it. It doesn't matter. It's 4.5 by 52. It's probably the shortest one they make. Well, it'll be interesting to see how this compares to the review I did back in November of 14. Now, the first flavors I'm getting at this point are a lot of coffee notes, of course. It appears to be a combination of sweet boysenberry or blackberries and chocolate and coffee. It's a lot of sweetness there to the berries. It could. I'll go with boysenberries. I'm so much of a fan of those, but chocolate and quite a bit of coffee. Black pepper at about, well, close to an 8, 7.5, something like that. So that's the flavors I'm hit with initially this time around. And oh, one more. There's a little dry wood aspect to the flavors too. I still get that. I think I got it back before too. But let's see where we go from here. Well, I'm about 3/4 of an inch in, close to an inch. And the boysenberry notes are starting to change over to something much sweeter, on the par of raisins or an extremely sweet cedar. It really has a lot of raisin flavor, chocolate flavor, almost like chocolate covered raisins. The coffee is extremely noticeable. It is almost an espresso. It is that deep and dark, and pretty much takes care of the front end flavors. I'm not really getting so much of the dry wood notes anymore, which is okay with me. Now the finish is very much a sweet cream with like a little influence of those raisins or whatever flavor that is, and I'm going with raisin. It's a very sweet, raisiny, accentuated cream and quite a bit of lingering black pepper. Cigar is pretty much medium to full bodied right out of the gate. You're going to feel that. You're going to feel that heavy Ligero presence. It's got to be there. So that's where we are at about a 3/4 of an inch in, close to an inch. Settle down nicely. Probably about 2 inches in now, and there's some butteriness coming into the raisin chocolate combination. So it's a little smoother, creamier. It's just a touch of butter, and it makes it nice, a little richer. The finish is unchanged, full-bodied still. So that's the only change, but it's a significant one because it really makes things richer in the whole cigar. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. To me, this cigar is a little different than the one I reviewed in 2014. Had a lot of the same type flavors, but I'm going to be honest with you. When I said it had a little buttery richness, a little is the key phrase. It didn't have near as much as the original did. It could be this size. It's a little bigger. Could be a little more of the filler, taking away from that fact. But it did not have the amount of richness, and that is going to hold it back just a tad. It's a good cigar, heavy on the espresso or black coffee notes. The chocolate notes and the raisin notes are still there, but they seem to drop down just a tad also in the final third. So it is still a good cigar. It is a regular production cigar from Crown Heads, and those of you who love this cigar are going to love it no matter what I say. But I'm rating it a 91. It did not have nearly as much richness as the original, and it just did not pop or impress me nearly as much as the original. So there you have it, the La Imperiosa Magicos, or Magicos, however you pronounce it, 4.5 by 52, 91.